Hey there, Scott Ewart here, and I wanted to just sort of continue on with the thread about talking about personal brand and why I decided to create one for myself. When I started to become an entrepreneur a couple of years ago, I had done so after reading the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, which really encouraged me to step out from where I was as an employee and become an entrepreneur. And one of the first things that I did is I followed also his recommendation of network marketing. And when I joined network marketing, the idea was that it would provide me with residual income that I didn't have to work as hard for, and that at some point I could retire and let that income work for me. And I knew I had to work the business, but I also knew that I had a lot of computer skills and that I could, instead of some of the more traditional, what's called warm market and offline marketing, I could do a lot of that marketing online. So I joined a company that had marketing sites and a funnel that you tried to lead people through in order to buy your network marketing opportunity. And I found that to be really difficult. Not only was it difficult to try to sell people on a number of things in the sales funnel, but I also gave over to this company hundreds and hundreds of dollars in order to run the system for me. And I found that after I learned a lot, there just wasn't any substance. I still didn't have any leads. I still hadn't brought anybody into my business, and it was really, really frustrating. So then I found the Unified Tribe. And in the Unified Tribe, I found what I was really missing while I was working with that other company. You do a lot of things as a marketer trying to drive traffic and trying to get leads, and you can do article marketing, and there's classified ads, and there's a lot of different ways that you can move things and try to get people, eyeballs on your website. But what I found was missing, it was a couple of things. One is that there was no community in which I was working with. So while there was an established community, there was no reciprocation. People would offer to help, but never really helped. Also, what was happening is, you find yourself working in isolation quite a bit at the time. And even though, again, you're in a community, unless you have a really strong bond and connection with people, you're left floundering. So what I found with the Unified Tribe was really a community of entrepreneurs that are working together to help you get out there and get your brand out there. So one of the things that I started to pursue was going after and just building my personal brand. I understood that if I were to, the company that I was working for, selling products for, selling services for, went under, had legal problems, anything like that, I would have spent all my time and energy on this company, and then poof, they're just gone. So when you build your personal brand, and the light bulb finally went on, that when you build it, then you're protected from that because you're talking about you and the value that you can bring to other people, be it through your product opportunity or through some sort of mentoring or just the information that you can provide on your hub. So there's a lot of different ways that as a personal brand that you can bring value, and you bring people who are like-minded to you. So once that you have that connection and you have the like-minded people to you, then the rest of it just sort of falls into place. So I worked hard on defining my niche and what I could really focus in on in terms of providing the most value to people. Then I turned around and focused on what value that I could bring to the community and really, who could I help most? And in doing that, it elevated me. I can't describe it any other way than it elevated me. It elevated my confidence. It elevated my leadership. And by just taking what I already knew and putting it down and telling other people about it, it raised the confidence that I had in what I knew, in what I was capable of helping and helping others achieve. So it was an amazing experience to go through and do that and to establish the personal brand. It made me realize that it's really the right thing for me to be doing, that I'll focus on my personal brand and what I have to offer people. The product or service that sits behind me is really irrelevant at this point, because what I really want to do is work to provide value for others, to bring people in that want to work together with me, have like minds, and we can go from there, and really just helping people achieve their dreams that I've done for myself. So thanks very much for taking a look at this video today. I appreciate it. Finish on reading the blog post here, and we'll catch up with you soon. Take care and talk to you soon. Bye-bye.